Thanks for joining me. I'll wait just a minute while people hop on here. I really wanted to get on and do a live this week since I haven't done a ton of videos lately because it's summer and we're pretty preoccupied with other things. But I have been wanting to sew this cute bag up since it came out. It's the Teloujay 2.0. I haven't sewn, so there's a first version since it's a 2.0. This is the second one. I personally have not sewn the first one and I haven't sewn this one. So this is my first run through of this pattern. It's from Country Cow Designs and I love her bags. They are just the most adorable things ever. So I'm super excited to put this together. I will be reading the directions as I go. I have kind of looked them over, obviously. Hi, everybody. Yay, people hopping on. Awesome. I know it's a Saturday. I don't know what time it is for you. It's afternoon. I spent the morning at the pool. I haven't showered or anything. It's finally warm here. It's been forever since we've seen the sun, so it's fabulous. All right. I've got my feed going here. All right. Yay. Here we go. So I am pretty much sticking to the pattern since I've never made it before. I'm not changing much. I'm using foam like she does suggested in the pattern. I'm sure you could use Decaville as well, Decaville Light. I'm using waterproof canvas for my lining and a couple of my pockets. I'm using a cotton canvas for my outside along with a vinyl. Oh, 100 degrees in Minnesota, Kelly? Blech. It's like in the 80s here, and for us, that's warm. So it hasn't been 80s since last summer, so it's fabulous. Yay, wet and rainy in Washington. Arizona's super hot right now. I wouldn't want to be in Arizona right now. Hi from Spain. Yay, oh, it's late. It's late in Spain. I'm sorry. I try and get on at all sorts of times a day, so hopefully everybody can get on at one point or another to watch. Okay, so enough chit chat. Let's get started. I have all my pieces interfaced, all my cotton. My canvas cotton is interfaced with a woven. This is, ooh, isn't that cute? It's from Hawthorne. It's got little succulent plants on it. I've been dying to use that. And then I'm using just this pink waterproof canvas. And I am using this vinyl. I think this one's from Bodio. And I already did my crossbody strap. I tried to prep as much as I could so I can get this all sewn in under 2 hours on this live. That is always my goal. All right, yay. Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys in and we're gonna get started on this pattern and let's just get going. All right. Yay. Oh, so many people. I'm so glad. Yay. Thanks all for joining. Let me plug in my device so that it doesn't die in the middle of our live. I like to have you at this angle. You let me know how this works. Connie, you haven't bought it yet? Well, it's a cute one. Okay, here we go. You know, I thought I was going to start with this zipper pocket, but I'm not. So just a second. I did have a good vacation, Kelly. Thank you. We went camping and it was nice to get away. All right, let me grab all my pieces here. So I have my slip pocket pieces. Where is my other? There it is. Okay. Hi, Debbie. You made it. All right, here we go. So you have your, oh, my crossbody strap just fell. This is for the back of the bag. It has a slip pocket on the back of the bag, and I have already put on my magnetic snaps here. There's measurements and there's markings on the pattern for those. So I haven't even seen yeah, they line up good. I didn't even check that yet. Okay. So you want to put your slip pocket together. So I'm going to take my lining piece and my exterior piece, right sides together. And I think the seam allowance is 3/8 for almost the entire thing. I'm reading just a second. Oh, we sew these together at a 1/4 inch. Is that right? Okay, the slip pocket you sew together at a 1/4 inch seam allowance, but for the majority, the pattern is at a 3/8. Hello from Albuquerque. All right, so here we go. Let me know how everything looks for all of you at home. All right, our slip pocket. So I'm gonna fold that. All right, and we're gonna top stitch on the top here. And hopefully your snap is not in the way. I think my snap will be okay. Yep, you should be good with that snap. Just make sure you did that first seam at a 1/4 instead of a 3/8. Hello from Texas. Hi, Judith. All right, so there is my front there. And I want to put this on. I like to connect it so I'm sure it's on there at the right spot. And we want to close this pocket up right here. No, wait. Yeah, this pocket right here. She wants you to sew this at a 3/4 seam allowance, and I'm flipping my exterior piece out of the way. Is that right? Clip the top and lift up the exterior part of the slip pocket. All right, here we go. We're gonna sew this first. Hello, Trish from Ireland and Heather from New Hampshire. I am using a pink thread. I sell it on my website. It's a bonded poly text 70. All right, and then I'm just gonna baste this all down real quick. Oh, I'm glad, Annette. I think it looks like a fun sew. We shall find out. This is my first round, and I just realized I did not start at the beginning, I don't think, of the pattern. That's okay. So that's my slip pocket for the back. All right, I'm gonna set that aside, and I think, oh, I skipped. I don't know what I am thinking right now. Sorry, I get a little ahead of myself and flustered on these lives. I just need to take a deep breath. All right, we're gonna do the front zippered pocket, okay? Oh, good, Kelly, I'm glad. I love waterproof canvas. Sharon, I'm not sure about all the different machines and what threads they can handle. That is a good question to ask on my Facebook group, SiahSwagBags. There's always a variety of people there who have all the different machines and can let you know if they've tried it before. So that's what I would maybe try. Okay, so here's my front pocket. I've already put my cute little, this is from my heartwood and hide leather tags on there. I've found my centers of all my slanted pieces. I have them all clipped. You don't want to fold it in half and find your center. It could be a little bit off. What I do is I measure and I find my center so it's more exact. So I have that on all of my slanted pieces. I have 2 pocket pieces and 2 exterior pieces. Okay, so I've got my zipper. I want it opening top to bottom, so left, right. I've clipped it on my center, and now I'm going to baste it. Kara, have a good dinner. And happy birthday. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday. So I'm just basting this on first. All right, and then I want to get the piece that goes the same direction, and it's right side down. All right, I'm gonna move this down just a little bit. Okay, so my slants are going the same way. My right sides are together, my zipper's in the middle, and I'm going to line up my center clips here. And now I will sew that together with a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Hi, Shelly. All right, here we go. So a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And I do change my stitch length from about a 4 to a 4.5 when I'm sewing things together like this, to about a 5 to 5.5 when I'm top stitching. So I do change my stitch length throughout while I'm sewing a bag. Okay. My machine sounds nice. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to fold that up. All right, put those wrong sides together. So that's the bottom of your pocket. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna top stitch that. You bought wax canvas, which was very waxy. I mean, it does have a layer of wax on it, so I haven't sewn a whole heck of a lot with waxed canvas, so I am not a waxed canvas pro. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's supposed to feel. Okay. So then you want to take your top piece here, and we're going to flip it down, and we are going to match our centers up on our bottom piece, which I think is right there. Yep. Okay. And then we want to baste that first, and then we will sew it on with the back piece on it. Here we go. Hi, Karen. I love country cow patterns too. They are adorable. All right, so we got that one on, and then we want to put this one on the back here. Okay, I'm going to line up my centers on the top, right sides together. And then I'm going to sew at a 1/4. of 1-inch seam allowance. Okay. Move my zip out of the way here. All right, here we go. Why did I choose a dark zipper? I just thought it would be cute. That's all. I looked at all my zippers and that's the one I liked. All right, so there is that. That is what the back looks like. It's a little short there, and that is correct. It is supposed to be short. So that is okay. I am going to top stitch this. All right. Cute. So let me see. So I want to close up these pocket pieces. Do not sew through the exterior. Don't sew through the exterior. So I am flipping up the pocket pieces and I'm going to close those. When you have a second, can you hold the fabric close to the camera? Yes, I can. What is the average cost for an industrial bag making machine? I would say anywhere from $800 to like $2,000. It's a wide range depending on what you want. Okay, so once that is all up like that, oh, you know what? I didn't lay that flat and nice. Look at that. It's all bumpy and weird. I'm going to redo that real quick. It's just going to be a little shorter and it's fine. I don't want that bump in there. Okay, let's try that one more time. There we go. That laid better. All right, there's my pocket. Now I am going to just close up my sides. And make sure I get my side closed on this one. I'll go like this. Ooh, my bobbin was not playing nice. That's okay. That'll be in my seam allowance and you won't be able to see it. So I'm going to trim my sides up. All right, I can trim this up just a tiny bit here too. You know, it's funny. I clipped all of my centers and I was still a little bit off on this. That happens. I mean, it's hard to get these slanted pockets perfect, but it's fine. I mean, you have enough leeway that it'll be hidden when you sew it all up. So don't stress too much if they don't line up perfectly. It'll be okay. All right, so I'm going to trim this zipper too. All right, that's a cute front. I like it. So somebody wanted me to hold this up close. So I'm holding it up close. Here you go. Isn't that pretty? It's little succulents. I'm pretty sure it comes in bigger prints too. I just loved the colors and the flowers on it. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. All right. So next, let's see what we want to do. I think I need to do my side connectors. And I kind of did one of them already because I wanted to make sure I knew what I wanted to do. So I'll show you real quick. So here is what your side connectors are gonna look like. In her pattern, she has you sew closer to this D-ring. I did it a little farther away because I didn't want to have to change to a zipper foot, because if you sew really close to this D-ring, you're gonna have to use a zipper foot. So I just moved it down a tiny bit, and so I didn't have to change my feet out. And then I secured it with a rivet. I will be putting foam on this too. You could wait to add the rivet until you add your foam, but it might be a little hard to get to. Well, maybe it won't. I don't know. I just did it before. So there you go. So let's see how this works. So I kind of measured how far down this was sticking out, and I made it even on this one. It was a little bit over 1/2 inch below my panel, and I'm going to baste that on first. Okay, so my D-ring, baste that on. So this is probably the only part that I've kind of changed, I think. All right. Hi, Dimple. It might be yours. It's looking good for me over here. Diane, my labels are from Heartwood and Hide, and the owner's name is Jade, and she does amazing leather, cork, and faux leather tags. Heartwood and Hide. All right, so I'm just pinning this onto my side panel, or pinning. I always say pinning. Clipping, and then I'm going... See, and if I were to sew it with the measurement she gives in the pattern, I would have to change right here to a zipper foot, because my foot would be right up over this and it would not work. So that is just why I changed to this measurement, so I wouldn't have to change my sewing foot, because mine takes a hot second to change. I'm not oh, you're making a Momexa, Marian? Ooh, that's a good one. All right, so I'm going to flip that up, and I'm going to do 2 rows of top stitching to secure that. Okay. And I'm just sticking this behind to make sure it doesn't drag on my vinyl back there with my walking foot. All right, and then one more. And I'm just doing it 1/8 inch away from my first row. Here we go. Yay. So I'm going to put a rivet right here. I like the leather tags for some bags. I like my metal tags for some bags. I go back and forth. I like having a variety to choose from. Okay. And then I've got my rivet. Here. I'm just putting an extra piece of Peltex or Decaville Heavy behind it. And then this. There we go. All right, I've got my, looks like I can press it just a little bit. There we go. Got my rivet. All right, so I have I already did my other one, so I have my 2 side panels. my front and back is just a little bag. Look at that. It's just a little thing. So I'm going to start putting these together. All right, so let me get to where I need to be in the pattern real quick. Hi, Brittany, you made it. Yay. All right, here we go. So we are going to start putting this exterior together. And we are sewing together to 3/8, and you will be top stitching at 1/8. The side panel. Press the side panel away so seams are behind it. All right. Here we go, guys. Okay. So I'm going to sew this on with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. You guys figuring out the blurriness? Good. I am going to run out of bobbins, so if you guys see me sewing without any bottom thread, holler at me. Okay, so you want to press it so the seam allowance is going towards your side panel, and we're going to top stitch with an 1/8 inch seam allowance. And the bulkiest part is right here on this seam, okay? Let me double check I'm doing this right. Yes. This is correct. And I just again want to make sure that it doesn't drag on my vinyl up there. Okay. There we go. Oh, Angela, you're not late. I just kind of started. Okay, so that is my first panel. I'm going to just keep adding, all right? So here's my back panel. And I'm pretty sure we're always top stitching on our side panels, right? So both times. All right, here we go. 3/8. How much would you sell the Teloujay for? I'm not sure. I have not I haven't priced this bag. I'm not sure. All right, so I'm top stitching on my panel side. Let me double check. Yep, each time. Okay. Sorry, I'll be referring to the directions quite a bit since I haven't made this one before, so. All right. There's, ooh, it's cute so far. I like it. All right, I'm going to take my other side panel here and put this one on. Okay. Hi, Brenda from Ontario. Hi, Suzette. All right. Top stitch. And then I'm going to add my foam. Now, if you wanted to do Decaville Light for this pattern, you could. You would just have to do, I'm gonna help my foot over. I think you would have to put it on individual pieces before you sewed it together, if that makes sense. Yay, Kathleen, hello. I hope you had a good dinner. Will you come cook mine too? I didn't make it to the store today. Okay. There it is. Ah, super cute. So I have foam cut out. Okay, so it should fit our entire piece here, and it does. Look at that. I'll take you out a little bit more. There we go. Cute. All right, so now I'm going to baste all this foam on before I sew the last side together and top stitch, okay? I'm just gonna clip it all on. And I think in the pattern she says that when you're doing foam, if you sew it with foam side up, it stops the material from stretching while you're sewing. If you've had that issue, I know I have, where your bag kind of stretches while you're sewing the foam on. I have had that issue before. So that might be something to try. I just need to trim this bottom foam off here a little bit. Ah! I'm dropping all my clips. All right, and you're gonna wanna make sure your D-rings are flipped down while you're basting this foam on too. All right, here we go. All right, let's baste this foam on. And do we baste at an 1/8 of an inch? Okay. How thick is my foam? I am using a pretty thin foam. It's called Basel, and I get it off of Amazon. And it is a thinner foam, and I love it for bag making. I have it on my Amazon links. I will put that all on the description when this video is done. I just didn't do it before. But that is my foam of choice. It is easier to sew it with your foam up. I can already tell. I don't think I've ever done my basting for my foam this way. It's not moving, it's not stretching. This is the way to do it. All right. My foam is all on. Beautiful. Okay, so now is kind of tricky. We have to sew this last one together, and then we have to top stitch with this tube, which is always just so much fun. So we're gonna, it may be a little crazy and it may be hard to show you how I'm stitching because it's hard to get the camera up close for that, but I'll try my best. All right, so I'm gonna sew that together first. Again, with the 3/8 inch seam allowance like the rest. And my thread just broke. Yay. I can't get, okay. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate it. Yeah, that would be great. You're awesome. Hello, Dagmar. All right. Sorry. Hold, please. I need to rethread. Okay. Here we go. Let me clear this off so I have room to top stitch. Do I use Soft and Stable? I don't think I've used Soft and Stable. I have just used this Basel ever since I started making bags, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so this is how we do it. This is how we do it. We're gonna make a tube, and we want to, I don't know which is, yeah, probably this way. So you're going to hold it this way, and we're going to be top stitching, and as we go, we'll be able to kind of pull the bag up and through. It's a little tricky, but it's doable. Here we go. Yeah, I love Basel. I had just been using it from the beginning, so I haven't seen any reason to use anything else, basically. All right, and I'm gonna have to have help getting over this so I don't tear my vinyl there. All right, I'm sorry, this is super hard to show on camera. I'm top stitching through that side panel though. And you can kind of see this part kind of pulls up as you go, so you can pull it through the tube a little bit easier. Hi, So Love. And I'm just trying to pull it flat as I go too. Not the easiest hole to sew through, but you can do it. Carefully pull it out. All right. Phew. I was like holding my breath on that one. Okay. So we have a nice round bag now. It looks good. Okay, I've got all of my top stitching, and I think next we add our base. Yep, so let's add our base. I am going to clip my centers real quick because that's always handy to do. I always like to have my centers clipped. Hi, Donna. Australia. Oh, it's in the morning on a Sunday. How about that? Hi, Cindy. Life tends to get in the way, huh, of our hobbies. All right, I'm just clipping my centers. One more. All right. Got my centers clipped. And I have my base. So I already fused Decaville Heavy in the bottom out of my seam allowances, and then I basted foam on the top. I've already clipped my centers on this base because I knew I would have to put it on. And so we will just now clip it all the way around. Here we go. Get all my clips out. So I like to clip all of my centers first. This seems to me like it would be a good base to do stapling on. We'll see how this goes. I would like to not have to do that, but we shall see. Usually her bases fit in so nicely. The faux leather on this bag is from Bodio. It is a Bodio find. Oh yeah, fits in nicely. Look at that. I'm gonna use a million clips, and then I'm gonna use my stiletto tool to sew this sucker on. I think she suggests you hand, does she suggest you hand base it? She does. She suggests you get a needle and thread and hand baste this on. So if you wanted to do that, you totally could. Oh, Sherry, that's awesome. Congratulations. All right. Woo, lots of clips. Yeah, Joe does hand baste, and it's a great method. And if I wasn't as impatient as I am, I would do it. But I think I'm just gonna try and wing it, guys. I will probably do a couple lines of stitching. I will probably sew it first at a 1/4, and then I will go around again and sew it at the 3/8. I feel like that gives a nice finish along the bottom. So that is probably the method I'm going to use. There we go. Woohoo! Lots of clips. I am going to check my bobbin before I start doing this. I am going to just get a nice fresh bobbin on there, because I don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Oh, I need to watch my bobbin thing next time. It does it too full every time. Waste. All right. Here we go. All right, wish me luck, guys. Okay. Got my stiletto, got my millions and millions of clips, and here we go. No bobbin roulette. No, thank you. Get that out of here. All right, so I am just doing a 1/4 first, 1/4 of an inch seam allowance first, and kind of basting this down. And then I will go through at that 3/8. Just to make sure everything stays where it needs to be and it looks good. I'm gonna change you to this side real quick. I feel like you could probably see a little bit better from over here. Maybe, but now this light's in the way. There we go. Is that better? Aw, thank you, Beatrice. It's nice to be missed. I use this stiletto too, so I don't sew my fingers. I don't want to get my finger in there. So instead of using my finger to, you know, keep everything in place, I use this stiletto. Because that needle can be a scary thing. All right, let's see what that looks like. All right. Do you sell Life Short by the bag tag? Which one? Oh no, this is from another bag maker who sent it to me. Oh, that looks good. I got it all. So now I'm gonna go through. You guys see that? Oof, sorry. Let's see here. It looks good. Got it all on there. So now I'm gonna go through at that 3/8 inch and give it one more stitch around, and then we're good on the base. I got my stiletto from, gosh, I need to remember all these places. Hive, what is it called? Quill and Hive? Quill and Hive from Etsy. I love it. All right, so now I'm doing the 3/8 inch. And I'm shortening my seam, my stitch length. Here we go. And do this a little bit easier. A little slow around here. Sorry, I can't look at comments while I do this. I'll look up in a minute. I kind of hold the bag out. I don't know if you can see. I'm kind of holding the bag with this hand as I go, and it kind of helps guide it as well. Another little trick that I've learned for coming around those corners. I don't know if that makes sense, but all right. I just knocked all my clips over with my arm. Okay, I scared Marley May. I'm so sorry, Marley. Are you okay? Did that scare you? Seriously, watch out, flying clips is so true in my sewing room. Okay, so I'm so sorry, guys. Let's trim this down and we will turn it out. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to trim it just a tiny bit to about 1/4 of an inch. So right above my first little stitching line. And then I'll turn this out so we can see what we have. And then we'll work on our lining. Marley, did I wake you up? I'm so sorry. She was taking a nice little nap. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I usually can edit that off of videos when I do that. All right, let's turn this through and see what it looks like. Hopefully I didn't mess up too much. Here we go. Oh, it looks good. All right, so here is my base. Kind of roll it out. Oh, that fit on really nice. That wasn't very hard. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. Look how little that is. I love it. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so there is the outside of the Teloujay 2.0. And let's go to the inside. All right. I am going to, sorry, I keep spinning and turning you back. It's better from this way though, trust me. All right. Here we go. And I can plug my phone back in too. Here we go. All right, so let's work on our pocket. This is the other part I was doing differently. So here's our pocket. And here's my lining. So it's make sure you're having it laying the right way. So instead of doing the whole zipper facing and the 2 pieces, I am just doing my lazy method. And I just made one big long piece and I'm gonna cut it down the bottom when I'm done to keep it open. So that's what I'm doing. That's different than the pattern. But I have done so many zippers with the zipper facing method. So I just don't feel like I need to show it every single time anymore. Okay, so let me mark my zipper, my rectangle zipper box. I always measure about 1 inch down from the top of my pocket. Okay. And then a 1/2 inch down from that line. So it's 1 inch in on all sides. So inch in here, inch and 1 inch. So there's my pocket. And then I want to find the center of this. Oh yeah, these are my new zipper pulls I have on my site. Aren't those cute? I love them too. All right. And then I'm going to center this. And I'm just eyeballing it. About 1 inch down, right there. And my pocket will be too big, so I'll just cut it down. I wasn't sure. It's the first time I've done this pattern, so I wasn't sure how big to make everything. So I probably could have gone a little bit shorter on my pocket length. All right, so I'm going to sew around this. I am going to put these clips away real quick before I knock them all off my table. Hi, Jeanette. That's okay. Better late than never. Just working on the pocket. I love this pink too, Judith. It's probably my favorite. Oops, and my needle wasn't in. It's probably my favorite waterproof canvas pink that I've gotten. I love it. It's just like a baby pink. There we go. All right. All those threads off there. Get off. Here we go. Let's see my jiggly arm. Fabulous. Here we go. All right, so I'm just gonna cut this open. Hi, Stacy. Yes, you did. Hi, Lena. Hi, Lena. 1 a.m. Oh my goodness, go to bed. After you watch me. That's me. I'm a total night owl. I had, I forget if it was a friend or one of my kids say how I could do a 24-hour sew-a-thon on YouTube, and I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that would be fun. Up all night. Can you sew waterproof canvas on a domestic? I think you can. The great thing about it is you don't have to interface it, so it's not thick. Like, it's just like it would be sewing something with interfacing. So, yeah, I think so. People can voice their own opinions, but I'm pretty sure before I had my industrial that I did waterproof canvas on my domestic machines just fine. There you go, Shannon, thank you. And there are different weights of waterproof canvas. Mine that I buy from fabric.com is an 11-ounce weight. So I know there's different types. So that would be something to think about too. You bet. All right. Gonna get my zipper here and we're gonna add it. I'm just hitting everything today. Knocking things over. Here we go. This is the only pocket on this bag on the inside is this zipper pocket. You could add a little slip pocket to the other side, but I mean, it's not that big of a bag, so I don't feel like it needs it. Because you have that slip pocket on the back of the outside and you have a zipper, so this is perfect. Barb, yeah, maybe. That might be what it is. Okay, here we go. So I want my zipper opening left to right for me. So I am going to make sure that this is the right way here. I like to usually just take the bottom part off first. Oh, that's sticky tape. And place that on. Center that up. Okay, and then I'll do the top. All right, so let's sew around that, and then we'll finish off the pocket. Here we go. About how far between the zipper teeth and welt edge do you aim for? I mean, I just try and make it even. I don't know if I have a measurement. I just try and make sure it all looks even. Does that make sense? Like all the way around. It's not always perfect either. I would say I'm aiming for maybe 1/4 of an inch. Where is my lighter? There it is. Okay. There it is. Okay, I'm going to put the top or the other side of the pocket up here. I'm going to close it on the top, and then I'll trim the bottom up because my pocket's a little too big. I'm not sure. I'm guessing we're pulling this through the zipper pocket. I'm guessing. All right, so I want to, guys, I need to trim that down just a little bit. And we are going to make it nice and even. I need to trim about 2.5. Okay. My pocket was way too big, guys. Just sometimes you just don't know. All right, here we go. I want to leave it open on the bottom. I'm guessing. Oof, I better make sure. I don't know why not. Yes. Here we go. And you could iron it. I'm just creasing it. Giving it a good crease. All right, and then let's fold at the sides, or sew at the sides, not fold at the sides. Sew at my sides. All right, zipper pocket done. Woohoo! All right, there it is. We are going to go to our top zipper panel. Here. I need to clip my centers. What kind of sticky tape do I use? I use double-sided leather tape from WayWack. And that is by far my favorite. Waywack.com. Double-sided leather tape. It works the best, as far as I have experienced, at least. All right, so you want to take your panels up here. I've got my zipper already prepped. I folded down one side 90-degree angle. I basted it in place. All right, I haven't added my zipper tab, but I sewed it shut. I'm gonna add a end cap at the end. And we want to do 2 inches. Okay, here we go. Let's get some marking going. Little ruler and my pen. All right, 2 inches in on each side. Oh, is she going from, it looks like, sorry, I'm just looking at her pictures. It looks like she's going 2 inches in from this, from the bottom. Do you see how it's an angle? Is that what she's going in from? Yeah, she's going 2 inches in from this marking. Sorry about that. From the bottom line. So 2 inches away from this part of it. Okay, let me remark this real quick. Thank you, Brittany. You're awesome. All right, here we go. Yeah, Lauren Mormino uses it too because it's awesome. Guys, it's awesome. All right. So we want to start where we did that line right there. And you could just unzip and we are going to baste that down. And on her zippers, super cool. I did this on another bag from another pattern and it worked cool too. At that line, we fold it up at a 90-degree angle right there. And the reason we do that is it's gonna help that lie, like fold down in our bag really nicely. It works so well. So trust me on that. Definitely do that for the bag. All right, so I'm basting that first. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the other side of the zipper too before I attach it to my bag, because that's just how I'm going to do it. A little bit different than she has in the pattern. Okay. So I want to take it, make sure that your wider part is going towards the top. And I'm going to attach it to the other side of my zipper panel real quick. And then I'll attach it to my lining. Yeah, what was the bag I was sewing live last time? Oh, it was the flare. I did this on the flare and it turned out so awesome. So I really like this whole fold up method. It just helps that zipper lay inside your bag so nice. All right. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna baste it onto my other side and then we'll add it to my lining pieces. All right. Yes, just like the Momexa. So I am going to take this piece with my lining pieces. I didn't clip my centers. I'm going to clip my centers real quick. And my other lining piece. All right. So make sure that usually this is going to be the back part of your bag, and your zipper typically opens from left to right. Okay. So this is how you want this. Okay. So I'm going to unzip this and I'm going to fold it down just like that. Line up my centers and then sew that on. And let's see, what do we sew this on at? A 1/4 inch seam allowance. And just make sure when you get to here that your zipper is folded up nicely where it needs to be. So you're sewing that in the right spot. All right, 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then we can top stitch that as well. Lining up and away so the zip seams are behind it. So my seams are behind this top piece and I am going to top stitch that. Getting close, guys. Putting this all together. Okay, do you see how that folds down in there? So when your bag is all put together, it will nicely fold down in it. It's really cool. All right, so do the same thing the other side. I like to just line mine up like that and make sure it's not twisted. All right. Here we go. 1/4 of an inch. Oops, let me change my stitch length. There we go. And then top stitch. I've done this zipper method on the Flare Live. I've done it on the Momexa. Look at that. Do you see how it just curves in there? It's super cool. Anytime I have a bag like this now, that's the method I will be using. All right, so I think next we sew at these sides. Let me read the pattern real quick. With a 3/8 inch seam allowance, and then we'll put on the bottom. All right, here we go. So I want to line up this right here. Here we go. Three-eighths. The whole way. Sorry, I'm making sure my pocket's out of the way here. All right, woohoo! Let's trim a tiny bit. Do we trim? You can. Trim a tiny bit. I'll trim a little bit. All right, and let's add the base. Have my little base here. I'm gonna clip. I don't think I've clipped any of my centers. Do that. All right, and then start clipping a million clips. Hopefully I don't knock over my clips and make a really loud, scary noise again. Yeah, so the reason why this looks this way, it's so the lining has a snugger fit inside your bag. So she's automatically made your lining smaller. But this part is the same size as your exterior, so the top fits in there nicely, but then it's nice and snug because this is smaller, and you don't have to increase your seam allowance because of that. So that is why it's shaped that way. And Jo does that on quite a few. I don't know if she does it on all of her bags, but quite a few, and it's kind of cool. Agreed, Annette. All right, here we go. Center seams and then the rest. Hopefully this fits in as well as the exterior did. All right, I tend to kind of put it in my lap when I do this, so I'll move you just a little bit. And I think I need to just do some little clips here. Not too many. This waterproof canvas, it's great for bag making, but it's not very pliable and forgiving when it comes to stuff like doing round bases. So it can be a little bit difficult to get it to look really nice on your lining. At least that is my experience with it. Okay, that side, and I'm just gonna do tiny little clips on this side as well. Nothing big because we have just a 3/8 inch seam allowance. So I'm just doing tiny little snips. Yes, Joe from Country Cow, the awesome lady who did this pattern, sews pretty much all of her bags on her domestic. You can go check out her YouTube channel, and she does tutorials for all of her bags as well. She does a great job with them, and she sews on her domestic. I believe it's a machine from her grandmother, if I remember that correctly. So these are very domestic machine friendly. Almost there. Almost there. Dropped it. There we go. All right. Well, that's what we got. Let's do this. I think I will move you one more time because it's just easier to see from the other side. Hi, everybody. There's Marley. Marley, what you doing? She says, I'm sleeping, Mama. All right, here we go. Where's my stiletto? I lost my tool. Oh, it fell all the way on the floor, guys. Just a second. Got it. Here we go. She is so cute. I love her so much. I wake up every morning and just want to smush her face. She's so cute. I'm just going for the 3/8 inch on this base. I'm not doing the smaller one first. So, yeah. sorry, Dawn. That's the worst. Our furry family friends are just the best. I'm sorry to hear that. I went a little wonky there at the end. I think it'll be okay though. All right. I'm gonna trim that down. It looks good. And we will put these two together. Yay! All right, here we go, all done. It looks good. All right, let's assemble. Avengers assemble. All right, let me just make sure I got everything here. All right, so we want to turn our exterior back to wrong side out because we are going to put the lining inside of it, which is the way I prefer to do it because the lining is usually smaller, so it fits better. All right, here we go. I want to clip my centers here real quick so I know where to line it all up when I assemble the top, and I want to make sure my centers are clipped on there too. And it's clipped, and this is not clipped. All right. Okay, lining inside. You want your zipper all the way open. Oh, poor little guy, Dawn. I'm so sorry. I want my zipper pocket along the back, and I want my zipper opening left to right. So just make sure you're putting your, oh, and you want your lining right side out. I would have caught it. Right sides together, which means I need to turn this out. And I'm going to open my zipper pocket because we'll be pulling through there. All right, there we go. Zipper pocket on my back. Make sure you tuck that zipper in there nice. And now we are going to start clipping it all together. All right. Line up your centers. Usually if you flatten your seam, it works a little bit easier. Flatten my seam there, okay. And then go to the other side. And then I'm going to go to my centers here. And clip this. And then let Let me read. Rest 3/8. Ah, oh my gosh, that just totally snapped in my hand. I swear I need like a lifetime supply of those clips. Did that scare you too, Marley? I'm so sorry. It's crazy today. I'm gonna have to sweep those pieces up. All right. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna sew around this. She says at a 3/8 inch seam allowance, and then she has you do another stitch right beside that, just for a little extra support. And so those stitches don't kind of pop and show through on the other side. All right, here we go. Oh, sorry, my camera is just... There we go, in 3/8. I had a Cocker Spaniel as a kid. That was our family dog. I loved her so much. Boxers are super cute too. I just love all dogs, guys. Marley May's best dog friend is a golden retriever, and they just are the funniest two little things together ever. We love them so much. There's one time around. I'm going to go ahead and do another row of stitching right to the right of this row, just to give it a little extra security. All right. Yeah, I think the clips do have a shelf life. All right, there we go. We are all clipped around. And I am going to turn this through. Hi, everybody. You can see me on my TV over there. Okay, ready? Here we go. I'm gonna take this out. I don't want that through first. Go back in there. All right, I'm gonna reach through and grab the bottom. Do I sew anything other than bags and wallets? Kimberly, yeah, I mean, I've sewn lots of things. Quilts, clothes, masks. But currently, bags and wallets are my thing. But yes, I can sew a variety of items. I would like to get back into clothes, actually. I really enjoyed it. I used to sew Charlotte lots of little dresses when she was little, and that was super fun. Okay, guys. Woo! That's cute. We top stitch this sucker? We sure do. All right. That is our bag. I'm gonna push out and roll my seams really good here. But look how adorable that is. That is a cute bag. I love the slip pocket on the back. I love the zipper detail in the front. Ah! All right, if you'll hang with me for just a few more minutes, I will get this top stitched and close up the pocket. So I just like to kind of clip where I need to have it rolled here for my top stitching. This is a cute bag. Oh my goodness. I feel like it's the perfect little travel size here. Okay, so here it is all clipped up. Oh, so cute. I'm gonna top stitch around this, and then I'm also going to make sure you don't top stitch that zipper in with it. So pay attention to that while you're doing it, and then I'll close up my pocket. Here we go. Oh, thank you, Connie. That's very sweet of you to say. All right. Sorry, move you a little bit more. Now, the other day I did top stitching with my bag inside out, which was kind of fabulous. I'm not going to do it today, but if you struggle doing it this way and you want to stitch from the inside, turn your bag inside out, and it's a little bit easier to top stitch. Hi, Linda. Better late than never. That's right. Just top stitching and closing up pockets. This one's not too bad for the top stitching because I did use foam, and my materials are pretty soft and pliable that I can kind of bend it and twist it, and it's not a big deal. So, yeah. I love these accent pieces she has on the side right here. I think that turned out really cute, and I used the canvas, the cotton canvas for that. And so my seam up here isn't huge and bulky either. So that worked out really nicely. I like that. Almost there. This is probably one of the most stressful parts of making a bag, is this last part, right? All right. Woohoo! Got that all top stitched. Make sure it looks good. It does. So next, I'm just going to pull out my pocket here, and I will close that up. And then I just have to put my zipper end cap on too. I forgot about that. Aw, thank you. Here we go. Yeah, you could totally do fusible fleece if you wanted with this bag, I think. That would work. I think Decaville Light would work as well. Might be harder to top stitch with the Decaville Light since it gives it a more of a hold. Totally doable though. Here we go. All right, got my pocket all clipped up. I'm gonna sew that up. There we go. That is the Teloujay 2.0, and you guys, what a fun sew. That under 2 hours. Under 2 hours. I feel like this was a awesome Saturday make. That inside is so pretty. Okay, so let's just put this. I will add the zipper tab or the zipper cap. I'm going to put my crossbody strap on. All right. Hi, everybody. Yay. Okay, so let's put our crossbody strap on. Yay. And that's it. That is our Teloujay 2.0. What a cute bag, guys. See how cute those accents are? Those side accent pieces with the contrast back here. Ah, love it. And look how that zipper lays in there. Do you see how nicely that zipper just folds down in there when you do that little angle? Do it. Yay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Go, and all this hardware is available on my website. I sell kits for this pattern, the Teloujay 2.0 kit. I'm going to be restocking all the finishes too. So go check it out. Go make this adorable little bag. I will link the pattern. I haven't done that yet. As soon as this video is over, so you guys can find the pattern for this bag. Thank you for spending time with me on your Saturday, and I hope you all are doing amazing. And we'll see you again next time. Bye. Thanks, everybody.